Hello and welcome back to NHB Retro. Today on the channel we're going to be putting together another neat little adapter for the Apple II. This one also is very simple to put together and is a pretty neat little device. There seems to be no end to the cool devices lately coming out for the Apple II. This one, as you can read here, has a micro SD card adapter. It has a little Arduino Nano that it uses to do all the brains of the operation, and then it has a SmartPort connector. And so what this allows you to do is mount a ProDOS device, or actually an HDV device, or a couple other formats, copy the files onto an SD card, and then plug this into the SmartPort adapter on the back of your Apple II. In this case, an Apple II GS. I think an Apple IIc Plus would work just fine as well. And then there's a SmartPort card for the other classic Apples as well. So let's go ahead and get this thing put together. Obviously, it's already put together here. And then I'll bring you back and we can take it for a little spin. Okay, I think I've got all the parts laid out here, collected up, ready to go to make this SD card reader. The first task is going to be removing these pins from the actual card reader module, because that is they need to be straight for this. So hopefully we can just buzz those off there with the desoldering iron and proceed from there. So let's get that done. Okay, got those angled pin headers off there. As usual, I find those are often kind of cantankerous and difficult to get off, but basically came out okay. Got a couple scratches on the board, but let's get the straight pin headers put on there and proceed to the next part. Okay, I kind of skipped ahead a little bit there. I got this jumper installed and the push button soldered in, as well as the SD card adapter. Up next, we've got some resistors to put in, so let's get those done. Okay, getting down to the last few components here, of really not that many to begin with, but I think I want to go ahead and solder the Nano in next, the brains of the operation. It just fits right in there. I'm just going to do the usual taping it down from this side. I'll solder a pin in each corner, make sure it's straight, and then finish up the rest of the pins. Okay, really getting down to it now with the Nano in place, and I also went ahead and installed the one capacitor that this design includes. Now I think I'm going to have to take it out of the soldering stand because it will just be too difficult to reach the last few components, which are the connector and 5 LEDs. So let's see, I think I'll start with the connector and then I'll finish it up. All right, and there we have it, the completed device. Let's go ahead and get a cable, get an SD card prepared, plug it in, and see if it works. Okay, I've got the device connected to my Apple II GS, one of my Apple II GS's. I'm using the cable off of one of my Duo drives, which is the perfect size for the right connectors on both ends and the right wiring. I went ahead and prepared a micro SD card. This device definitely wants a FAT or a FAT32 micro SD card. It took me a little while to find one that was small enough that I could actually format it in one of those formats. And so this one is a FAT, regular old FAT file system card. I've gone ahead and put a copy of Total Replay on it. This device supports up to 4 different .po images on the card. They don't have to be just normal ProDOS images, though. An HDV image will work just fine. You just have to rename it to be a PO. So yeah, let's go ahead and get it booted up. We've got a nice Commodore 2002 color monitor hooked up. Let's just give it a shot. Total Replay right there. Okay, yeah, so that just works. Really neat. Very, very simple little project, not a lot of components. Like a lot of these modern Apple II add-on cards that are coming out, it has a fairly powerful processor, in this case an Arduino Nano on it. Some of the other ones have Raspberry Pis or whatever, and that lets you have a project that does a lot, but doesn't have a high number of components or a very complex board to have to solder together, which makes for some pretty neat projects. You can really get a lot done without really doing that much soldering. So yeah, this was super fun to put together. Hope you enjoyed watching, and I will catch you on the next one.